I walked through shadows, thick as tar. Every step felt way too far. The silence screamed, the nights would claw, but I kept breathing, that's my law. I'm not the ground. A puzzle lost in outer space, but piece by piece I found the spark, a lighthouse glowing. But I stood tall, I heard it all. I rise again, I rise again. Through the fire, through the rain, I've been broken, I've been bent, but I rise again, I rise again. The weight tried to hold me down, but I'm still here. I'm not the ground. I rise again, I rise again, I rise again. Through the fire, through the rain, I've been broken, I've been
Then I'll rise again, 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 I'll rise again. Hello everyone and welcome back to Rebuild. Yes, we played Rebuild 1 and that was a great start. We played Rebuild 2 and here we go into Rebuild 3, the Gangs of Deadville. Never have I played this game before. I picked it up and I was like, you know what, I remember the first one. I kinda remember the second one, but the third one? Well, let's see where this one takes us, shall we? Hope you guys enjoy the music because it's mine! The beginning and the end. So begins my new life in Seattle, Washington. Now for a fun day waiting for the cable guy to come connect the internet. Got a couple of TV channels, but all they're showing is the news about that crazy biting disease in Amsterdam. Sounds like they finally got it contained. Guess I'll unpack, take a shower, and enjoy some me time. John Jacob Cheetos. My page.
Toss me aside like I'm out of my age. Every glance a quiet crime. No one sticks around to read my spine. I've got stories that'll blow your mind, and no one stays long enough to find.
Lonely doesn't look good on me. Tired of silent symphony. Yeah, and they do not have like, oh god. They don't have shit for me, do they? Man, I don't have much options, do I?
Every smile feels like a test. Am I enough for just second best? They judge my cover and skip the rest. But my heart's a treasure, not a quest.
Lonely doesn't look good on me. Tired of the silent symphony.
I'm more than a shadow you barely see. Lonely doesn't look good on me.
Sure, I guess. I mean, I don't have many choices, do I?
They call me strong, but I'm paper thin.
Scavenging and has a car and a sword. Driver perk equipment kit.
Every smile
Anyone who builds anything takes one day. Pro gamer, yeah. Defense and enemies are twice as powerful. Equipment handle with care. Jiminy Christmas. Leadership and one extra survivor. Top hat. Scavenging and better with trades. Okay, engineering and minus 1 day to injury recovery. Building and 10% happiness bonus. Defense, priest, hobo, college student, construction worker, gang member, rock star, pizza delivery driver. As much as I like the pizza delivery driver, I'm a gamer, man. Internet guy never came. This morning I woke to what I thought were protesters outside, but I was wrong. So very, very, very wrong. They're fighting in the street down there with their hands and teeth, just tearing into people. I saw a cop shoot a woman in the chest. Covered in blood, she just got up and kept fighting. On the news, they're telling us to stay indoors. They keep opening emergency shelters, but every time something goes wrong and it turns into another bloodbath. The infection is spreading so fast. It's in Vancouver and San Francisco now, too. They've shut down the airports, but it's too late. It's too late. It's too late. It's too late to apologize. I ran out of ramen and soda about the time the TV cut out. It's finally quiet outside, so I took what survival gear I had and made my way out to the street. Last shelter they broadcast was 10 blocks away at a boys' private school. Made it halfway before I was attacked. Yeah, it was so stupid. I don't know why I didn't have a weapon ready. I guess I thought I could outrun them. I mean, since they're zombies and all, they're faster than they look. While I was struggling with one of them, a soldier ran up and pulled it off me. He shot it in the head. That stopped it. It was too late. Too late. Too late. I was bitten. The soldier pulled me into a building and we waited there while the zombies wandered around outside. Then he saw my bite. He drew his gun and said he was going to make it quick. I knew what the bite meant. I had a day, maybe 2 to live. I didn't want to die. I fought with him and the gun went off. I killed him. Killed a good man. He was trying to help. I killed him. After Sergeant Hester's death, things got blurry. I slept beside his body, waiting for the fever to start, waiting to die. But it never came. I snuck my way out of town and was worried there'd be some repercussion for killing a soldier, but everyone's too busy to care. I've been working my way east through the suburbs on foot, scavenging what I need and avoiding zombie and human alike. It's been 2 years since the outbreak. I've been keeping to myself, moving from place to place. A few people I take up with seem to disappear or die before long, but I met this woman, Diane. She's different. She wants to stop running, settle down, and build something that'll last. I'm gonna help her. Diane found us a small town up in the Cascade Mountains named Snoqualmie. Lots of food and supplies. A few Zed, we found a couple other survivors and walled off a few city blocks to start. No more living in fear, hiding like animals. It's time to make a stand. It's time to rebuild. I am so changing that name. Let's see here. Easy, normal, challenging, hard, impossible. Okay, yeah, well, let's go with easy, because I feel like if it's any harder, I won't figure it out. Let's see here.
She lit a match, then walked away. Left the fire, let it play. Burning bridges, ash in my veins.
Kirkman's beard. No. Berg? Yeah. Let's do Kirkmansburg. I'm not gonna lie to you, Phoenix. This town's seen better days. It's overrun by the undead. No power, no running water, no food except what we scavenge or grow for ourselves. Drag the map to look around and scroll or pinch to zoom. We're safe in our 5 reclaimed buildings, but the darker ones outside are teeming with Zed. Click a building for more info. Buildings outside the fort might contain food supplies and survivors, but there are also zombies lurking out there, so watch out. Drag a survivor onto the building to send them on a mission. Drag survivors onto buildings to assign them to missions. Stack extra survivors onto missions faster with less danger. Okay. I'm too strong, but I know the truth.
You broke me down, you tore me apart.
Other survivors, we should recruit them, assuming we have enough houses and food for them. Leaders are better at recruiting missions.
You betrayed the best of me. You broke hearts, fakes in a twisted frown. You played the victim in a bloodstained gown. The knife in my back, fresh and red hot, and all I can think.
Every survivor learns one skill, leaders by leading, builders by building, and so on. They can change by training in a school. You're special, Phoenix. You can improve all 5.
You broke me down, you tore me apart. I played your game, left a
Oh, I can change their names too? Wow, that's cool. Okay, so Lorenzo is red, Diane's red, Lee Pliskin is green, so, oh, it's Builder. Okay, so these 2 are soldiers, this is a builder. What's you? What are you? Felix Green. Oh, you're a scavenger. And I could fit all 5 criteria. Oh, good thing I've got something, I guess. I forgot to see how dangerous it was. You broke me. Wonder if the new Bond movie's out yet. Oh wait, right. Clear. Wait. Zed are everywhere. Drag a soldier out of the fort and pick the gun icon to kill zombies. Do it regularly so they can't grow into a massed horde and attack us. Clearing out stray zombies stops them from becoming massed hordes, but until you reclaim the building, new zombies will keep shambling back into it. Adjust the game speed via the clock icon at the bottom right. If you switch it to pause, you can play in turn-based mode instead. Yeah, I'm so used to turn-based mode. The light on again. If a building is beside our fort and zombie-free, it's safe to reclaim and extend our fort walls around it. Builders will get the job done faster. But you're never home. You'll have the best chance of finding food in houses or grocery stores. Places like malls may have valuable equipment. Scavengers find more stuff faster. Following signs of human habitation, I knocked on the door at the suburb. The man who answered the door spoke softly, said his name was Jigabias, and he had been hoping someone would come before it was too late for his friend. His friend is indeed looking quite worse for wear, coughing up yellowish-gray goop every time he tried to speak. We only have room for one of them. What should we do? The light on, but you're never home. We'll come back later. I can't wait too long or that man's going to be dead. We won't know what's in a building. Oh, wait. Until we send someone to scout it. Scouting also reveals how many zombies are milling around in there and makes the later mission safer. Damn it.
My heart's still aching, can't find a clue. It's broken, spent, and it's all from you. Left the light on, but you're never home. But you're never home. Left the light on, but you're never home.
When Zed gather beside our walls, they turn into a dangerous massed horde. It will attack soon, so better post someone on guard duty beside it. Soldiers make the best defenders.
Every crack in my chest, it echoes you. Left the light on, but you're shining through.
Click any of the icons along the left of the screen to open the info menu. It'll help you keep tabs on survivors, resources, other factions, and government management. Okay. No sweat. Did you know zombies can't swim? On a related note, we got a swimming pool we need to empty now. It's funny. Okay. Survivors can be injured or killed if they scavenge too far away or head out to kill zombies without scouting. Drag out an extra soldier to make the mission safer. Click and hold a stack of survivors to spread them apart so you can select individuals. Survivors assigned to missions together may become friends or enemies. Well, that's reassuring.
Like jagged glass, every promise was built to crash.
Someone's defending this building, but there are no mass zombies nearby to defend from. Drag the survivor to another building and assign them to something useful. I wonder if the new bonds... Yeah. Start mission. Build. Apartment. Alright, Lee, make an apartment for us. But what level leader am I? His heart, completely apart. I'm too strong, but I know the truth. You broke me down, you tore me apart. Played your game of the broken heart. Darkness falls where I used to be. You betrayed the best of me. Looks like we're still alive. Good start. Remember our goal here in Kirksmansburg is to grow our fort to at least 15 buildings. On a crowbar. The knife in my back, fresh and red hot. And all I can think to myself is I'm all I've got. See that smiley face on the left? That's the average happiness of our survivors. It's low, people might refuse to work or worse. Churches, bars, and time-off missions make people happier. A hardy-looking woman's at the gates with her wolf dog, her shotgun, and a big backpack. She doesn't want to join us, just asks if she could stay the night and move on in the morning. Not sure if we can trust her, but she sure as hell doesn't look like she trusts us either. She camped out just inside the walls and kept to herself all night. I tried to approach her at one point, but that wolf of hers started growling and showing its teeth. With a fierce beast like that, I can see why she doesn't think she needs anyone else, but even dogs can catch the disease. I've seen it happen.
Keeps ticking, but I stay stuck.
Other factions have their own forts here in Kirksmansburg. They aren't necessarily friendly. If they like us, they'll send trading convoys. If not, watch out for raiders. A trader named Gustav stopped by the fort today. Between his accent and his short stature, I almost expected him to start ranting about trying to capture the moose and the squirrel. But it looks like he's more interested in making a profit than going over after local wildlife. He's pitched his camp at the trailer park just by our fort. If we're interested in seeing what deals he has, we should send someone over there to trade.
The neighbors whispered I should let it go.
Gustav jumped down from the lead truck and shook my hand vigorously in both his. "It is good day for a deal," he shouted, then slapped a meaty arm around my shoulders. "Come, I'll show you what I find. Many good things for you."
It's my friend's fault for breaking my heart. It's the sky for faking it from the start. Blame the moon, blame the rain, blame the night. Blame the world for stealing my life. But not me, no, never me. I'm just a man drowning in history.
Sorry, Gustav, I don't have really anything for you. Sorry, big guy. I was gonna say, are we done? That's not it. Nope. Nope. Here we go.
The truth is, I know it's just a dream. I will move on, although it doesn't seem.
Ruby.
like I understand.
No sweat. Did you know the
what I
undead
did
can't swim?
wrong.
We got a
I
pool
will
empty now.
swear up and down that it's never my fault. Everyone else did it, they are pepper to my salt. My friends try to tell me, but I won't listen. She still loves me, I see her eyes glisten. But the truth is she's moved on, and that was my fear all along. Blame the moon, blame the rain, blame the night. Blame the world for stealing my light. But not me, no, never me. I'm just a man drowning in history, and I'm scared to say goodbye.
I'll be back. Policies have permanent effects for the fort after you choose them. They can be changed later after the government tab of the info menu. Okay. We're not the only living people left in the city, but there's no telling how people we meet out there were going to treat our scavengers and soldiers. Sometimes they greet us with shouts of joy, sometimes with warning shots. Sometimes it might be best to shoot first. How should we approach strangers? With caution. Met people in the last 2 years who would just as soon kill me and take my stuff as have a conversation. But I've also had my life saved by a total stranger. We should size new people up cautiously before we invite them into the fort. We can change this policy later. I mean, for Pete's sake, you don't want to, like, just completely cut off the idea of having, like, anything to do with people. Okay, so both of these need to be reclaimed, but unfortunately, our builder is a little busy at the moment. Uh-oh. No goodbyes. Uh-oh. Can't hold them off for long. We need a plan. There's a lot of junk around here. We could use our spare building materials to set up a quick barricade. Or a couple of Gustav's mercenaries were nearby and came running. They'll help us out, but it's going to cost us.
A sense of roses sharp with ash. You feel her pull, a lightning flash. Be mine, she purrs, be mine, yes. Your soul's a prize I won't forget. I'll carve your name in burning skies. You'll never leave, no goodbyes. It's too late now, you felt her lips.
Oh, here comes Gustav again.
Your taste, your hands touch her hips. They sway with magic, alluring and
Found nothing. Damn.
but as you draw your last breath,
It's funny, I never really cared about food before the war. Sure, I'd eat when I was hungry, but it seems like a necessity to living. These days, I fantasize for hours about chocolate bars or roast beef, the kind crusted with herbs and spices and cooked slow for hours until it nearly falls apart on your fork. It would sure make people happy to put together a decent meal once in a while, but I know we have to watch our supplies. How much food should our survivors eat? Regular rations. 1 ration per survivor per day, the bare amount needed to stay strong. We could change this policy later. Yeah, I mean, if we could afford to throw, like, extra people at it, I'd be like, hell yeah, let's do it. The 5 of us are starting to see some progress here in Kirksmansburg. We've reclaimed enough buildings that you can actually go for a little jog around the neighborhood. Think of that, running for fun, not for your life. Exercise, recreation, spandex running shorts. These are the things we're looking forward to.
The clock keeps ticking, but I stay stuck. I curse the wind for blowing my bad luck. Her ghost still dances in my whiskey glass.
I mean, I
10
would, but...
years gone.
Hang on, let me look at Diane Moon. Is she a better leader than I am?
It's my family's fault for
No.
living. It's the stars for deceiving.
Blame the moon, blame the rain, blame the night. Blame the world for stealing my light. But not me, no, never me. I'm just a man drowning in history. We heard a noise from the other side of our wall today and found a man in the extended process of removing a zombie's head with a shovel. When he was done, we waved him over. In this world we're living in, you've got to trust someone. I was alone out there for a long time, so I know how it is. You'll go mad on your own, if you even survive. We've got to trust Four Eyes Colin as much as he's got to trust us. Okay, I'm changing Colin's name. Let's try Dr. Colin McGregor. I don't know why, but that just seems like a better name. In history. None from bars, more happiness from churches. Okay. Noted.
The truth is, I know it's just a dream. I would move on, although it doesn't seem like I understand what I did
Okay.
wrong.
We got an office for some reason.
Swear up and down that it's never
There's 6 of us now, and our little chunk of Kirksmansburg is starting to be downright livable. It's almost big enough that we're going to need a proper government.
My friends try to tell me, but I won't
Listen.
She still loves me. I see her eyes glisten. But the truth is she's moved on. And that was my fear all along.
Blame the moon, blame the rain, blame the night. Blame the world for stealing my life. But not me, no, never me. I'm just a man drowning in history.
And I'm scared to say goodbye.
It was a rough fight, but they were no match for our muscle. Having them charge our gun placements didn't hurt either.
I would choose it to think about it.
Okay. Okay, he has no leadership experience either. I mean, we'll try it again. I was gonna say, I don't see anything else. Let's have you scout here, because I know it's a school, but that's it. Scout, what we got? I can have him kill zombies. Okay. It seems the sick man who was here earlier has passed away. His friend Jacob Bias agreed to come back and join us, but I think he blames us for returning too late. Sorry. I'm definitely changing your name. Never heard of Jacob Bias. It's amazing how quickly our parking lots and empty spaces are being reclaimed by nature. Anywhere a bit of dirt settles or a crack forms in the pavement, life can take root. Before long, those roots are ripping up cement and asphalt and making way more for plant life. Jacob was foraging in one of these reclaimed spaces when he came across a variety of red berry we didn't recognize. What should we do with it? Research them. We sent a sample to our top researcher, Doctor, but he didn't manage to identify them. I guess there's one sure way to find out if these are edible. Throw them out. Not worth risking. We checked them out. Not worth risking our lives for a tasty snack. Build. Okay. Get material by turning building into rubble. Well, there's no freaking building there. Lee and Jacob. wood. Kill zombies. Now that we've grown big enough and people feel safe inside walls, some of our old problems are coming back. Survivors are starting to bicker among themselves and complaining about the quality of the food, demanding electricity and hot water and civil rights. It's time we built a city hall and set up a government, something better than the old pre-infection ones, a system that actually works. City hall has been added to the list of buildings we can construct. We can now build a city hall. Yay! Okay, so let's see here. Let's build a city hall. If I help, does the...
She walks along her city lights, her shadow dances with the night. No need for hands to hold her tight.
I can't tell if that actually made it better or worse.
Fire running through her veins, no chains, no reins.
Take defense, building a city hall.
She's an unstoppable flame, burning bright, don't need a name. No one to tell her she's enough. She's already made it tough.
I'm kind of like meh because I've been doing everything, but at the same time... Green.
Doesn't need a crowd to cheer.
Felix, how you doing? Alright, Felix, you're green.
Her trusty armor, she'll always
Diane, how are you doing? Diane's green, Lorenzo's green. Sweet, sweet, sweet.
her every stride. No rules, no life, she's her own guide. She's an unstoppable flame, burning bright, don't need a name. No one to tell her she's enough. She's already made it tough for stuff. She's her own
Claim.
The people who hate her will say she's not worth it. She's a whore, she's a bitch, she's totally worthless.
Ah! Some bitch. Uninvited guests are never fun, especially when you weren't expecting them. Maybe we could have kept the Zed out of our huge farm if we had guards in the area. But it's too late now. In my defense, I didn't even fucking know they were there.
She's enough, she's already made it tough for stuff. She's her own.
Her own claim.
So my only request is for you to scream your name.
Name.
She doesn't need a crowd to cheer. The echoes loud when she
Flags on City Hall are snapping in the wind, the curved dome shining in the sun. Now to formalize our government by drafting a constitution for it. Everyone seems to agree that I'm the most suitable person to continue leading them, or at least nobody else has come forward saying they want the job yet. So what sort of government am I going to lead? We need to determine the basic driving force behind the city in Kirkmansburg. This ideology will determine how other factions see us and have subtle effects on our daily lives. Will we focus on growth, military, or religion, or wealth? Excuse me. Having one leader call all the shots will make it easier to get things done, but so much power can corrupt a person. Our people would rather we elect a senate to do the voting, but they may be prone to infighting, so who should vote? Others think the government should collect and distribute all goods. The question of private property is a sensitive issue in Kirkmansburg. Some people wish that we just leave them and their stuff alone. They wonder why we need so many laws and regulations to enforce what decent folks do naturally. Others think the government should collect and distribute all goods. Everything shared, distributed to those who need it the most. That might work on a small scale, but can we run a society on those principles? How much power should our government have over... I feel like it depends. How do we decide who gets the best apartment, luxury goods, TP? If we don't give doctors better food and nicer houses, maybe nobody will want to be one. But if a doctor's kids grow up in a nicer house, eating better food, they'll have more energy to study hard and become doctors themselves. Is that fair? So who gets the best stuff? I don't like any of these choices. Okay, we've also got burgeoning national identity to consider. If we just let anybody join us, will they have the same ideals and values? Will they take our jobs and our place in society, or will more immigrants make us bigger and stronger? Okay, take care of our own first. We will be a fascist democracy. Power to the people. No law will be passed. No decision made in our true democracy without a vote by the people of Kirksmansburg. Even deciding bubble frost tea flavors. Vote for chocolate. It's chocolate great. The government will take an iron hand in overseeing its people, and we will do whatever is necessary to protect and uphold our nation's dominance over Kirksmansburg. And finally, what will they call me? Just call me Phoenix, man. We can leave the city from City Hall. Just in a hurry to get rid of us already. Glorious Center of Government, no. Apartment, no. Farm, no. I'm sending Jay. Thunderstorms have been really bad tonight. Doctor was out doing his best King Lear impression when he saw a lightning bolt strike inside our fort and set the suburb on fire. We don't have a lot of time if we want to save the building. We may be able to find some tools that can help if we've got a fire station or if we've got the city's water running. That could probably a fire hydrant in the area we could use. We managed to evacuate everyone safely and contain the damage, with the building now a smoldering ruin. Someone tried to brighten things up with a marshmallow joke, which was modestly amusing until we realized that a good portion of our stash went up in the flames. Okay. Whoever decided to dig that small moat around the fort, the Zed attacked today and took care of themselves with almost no help. Okay. Oops. Scavenge. Next. Oh, for Pete's sake. Why are the hordes just freaking ringing up like this now?
She doesn't need a crowd to cheer. The echoes loud when she's sincere. Her truth's the armor she'll always wear. She's got thunder in her every stride. No rules, no lies. She's her own guide. She's an unstoppable flame, burning bright. Don't need a name. No one to tell.
It's like, what can you do, you know? Like, Gustav, can you piss off, please? Clean.
People who hate her will say she's not worth it. She's a whore, she's a bitch, she's totally worthless. But I'm here to tell you that's simply not true. She's just the most badass woman, she's simply you. She's unstoppable.
Uh-oh, we spotted a huge mob of zombies coming our way, 30 of them at least, huge and angry-looking beasts. They're moving in a group like a river of undead. Not sure how they know we're here yet, but at least they pace, they're shuffling, they've reached the walls in 3 days.
So my only request is for you to scream your name.
Group of Zed tried to crash our mission at the motel. Things would have gotten pretty ugly for me if that traveler with the wolf dog hadn't showed back up. After she and her dog made short work of the undead, she saluted to us and left. How nice. I just finished bundling up Phoenix Darkfire in bed. It seems he was out killing zombies and tried to slip through one of the old parks when he ran into an angry moose. He got away, but not before he was nearly trampled. Damn. Apparently I got my shit kicked. We do what we can to filter the water we collect around town, but that only does so much, and now Felix Green's picked up some sort of sickness. We've never had to worry about getting typhoid fever just from drinking the water in these parts till those zombies rose up and the water treatment plant broke down. Things would be a lot better if we could get it under control and running again. Yeah, no shit. I can only do so much. Start mission. I was gonna say, we dug in our heels and became a wall of meat and resolved, not a single attacker made it past us. I was gonna say, I don't want to lose any of the fort if we can, prevent it. Oop. Research projects can give many fort-wide bonuses. For results, assign engineers to research in a laboratory. Okay, hang on. Edit mission. Dr. Colin. Yes. Cancel. Survivor management, construction, and zombie vitals. If you decline the offer for profit violence, they'll just have to find someone else to pay for their dirty work. You'd figured we'd know everything about the other survivors, since we have to trust each other with our lives every day, but people are more withdrawn these days. It's a way to avoid pain. If you don't have friends, you'll never have to watch your friends die. Enter HR. We've trained our leaders to act as counselors and keep tabs on who is happy about what with whom. Talking to survivors regularly can help them discover hidden talents. Okay then. Oh my. Jacob pulled me aside after dinner. He said, "Hey there, friend. Have you searched this morning? It's important to stay limber. Have you stretched this morning? It's important to stay limber. You don't want to pull a muscle when you're running for your life. I personally like to do a little bit of yoga. More for stretching than the religious enlightenment, but I can understand if that's your thing. No, it's not my cup of tea." Jacob's ready for a new perk. Which one? Double skill bonus from tools. Okay. I had a chance to talk with Lee Pliskin today over drink. She said, "Hail and good morrow, sire. I have slain many a foul beast in the service of our noble lords and ladies. Please consider me your loyal knight, errant, and vassal, until which time the foul undead scourge has been vanquished." What perk should Lee get? Makes both friends and enemies easily. Sure, why not? I know not of these beanbags of which you speak. In the last conflict with the monstrous Zed, I was calling upon the many and varied dark arts at my disposal to vaporize the loathsome dead with lightning bolts and missiles of magic. I was just not throwing crap at the darkness. He's ready for which part? I'm getting closer with Felix Green. Today he told me, "Greetings, citizen. I am just a nondescript, mild-mannered individual who happened to work at a newspaper prior to the societal collapse. Nowadays, I'm just doing my best to get by and help out where I can." Felix can get a new perk. What should it be? Green thumb, I guess. It's my friend's fault for breaking my heart. It's the sky for faking it from the start. Blame the moon, blame the rain, blame the... Pulled me aside after dinner. He said, "Back when the world made sense, I was a receptionist for the Spine, Torque, and Fail law firm. These guys took ambulance chasing to a fine art. Actually had paid off some guy at the hospital dispatch. Problem with spending so much time with the injured is that sometimes they die on you. And when the dead start getting up and walking, things get ugly." What perk should Lorenzo get? I know it's just a dream. Defense with swords, sticks, or shovels. Although it doesn't seem like I understand what I did wrong, I will swear up and down that it's never my fault. Harry's spine came back from the ER ward one day, bandage wrapped around his leg, saying some kid in the ER took a chunk out of his ankle. Guess no one realized what they had on their hands yet, or Harry was just BSing. He did that a lot. Emphasis on did. Lorenzo can get a new perk. What should it be? With anything from pistols to machine guns. Blame the world from stealing my life, but not me, no, never me. I'm just a man drowning in history, and I'm scared to say goodbye, sad. You want to know more about me? Save it when we aren't running for our lives, okay? We've got some important things to focus on. Alright, if you insist. I was a cop in Seattle. Now let's get back to work. I was married once, but it didn't work out. Sometimes I'd bring my work home with me, and he couldn't handle that. He wanted me to quit my job. I wanted to stay a cop. That's all I have to say on the matter. That might come in handy. My injury, it hurts, it hurts. I'm off. Done. Kill him at least in the green. Yes, I know. People used to put buildings all the time without power tools and cement trucks and 3D modeling software, but it's not not in Kirksmansburg. It was a challenge to just find the tools we need to raise a building by hand. We've also forgotten how to do things the old-fashioned way. Who needs to know that stuff in a world of modern conveniences? Right. So we had to relearn how to build with our hands. If all else fails, get a hammer and some nails and just give her.
endless battles we run, chasing the light of
Ah, I'm still in the red.
suns. The multiverse bends, but it won't break. We'll save it all for the universe's sake. Our heroes stand before it all, nimble to locks and
Everyone knows you have to shoot them in the head, but why? We have a theory. Their hearts have stopped, but we think the electric parts are still working. Synapses in the brain continue to fire and send commands via the nervous system. If this is true, then Zed could be paralyzed if you cut their spinal cord. Might be susceptible to attacks like nerve gas. We still don't know how their muscles work with no blood circulation, but we'll have our soldiers test this nervous system theory out and see if it works. Cool. Okay, so I can't research anything else. So I'm going to put him right there. Who the hell shuts a Zed in a fridge for someone else to find? Diane got the fright of her life when she opened the thing up and got a zombie to the face. We managed to get the thing off of her before she ended up with any new teeth marks, but it's going to take her a few days to recover.
영원히 걷는 이 길 위에 멈출 수 없는 그녀의 슬픔 시간도 잊은 저주 속에 나는 누구인가 나는 어디에 달빛은
Okay,
차갑게
here.
웃고
We'll put you on guard duty. We'll put you on building duty. What do you mean we don't have enough shit?
달라진 돼지 같아 기억은 사라져도
Church, bar, hospital. Survivors heal faster in hospitals. Ew, we don't have enough materials though. Why do we not have enough materials? Material. Oh, fuckery. We gave it our best shot, but luck wasn't on our side. Lorenzo was injured. Felix Green heard crying last night and went out into the city to see what it was. We found a young girl wandering out there, exhausted, traumatized, and alone. Kid is in shock. She hasn't said a word, and we don't know where she's from or what happened to her family, but can guess the worst. She's been sticking close to Felix. Felix took the kid in. We eventually coaxed a name out of her. Him. It's going to take some time before the poor girl's life is back to normal, if you could ever call this kind of life normal. But she'll heal and adapt. Children are pretty flexible that way. One of the best yoga instructors I had was a woman by the name of Cassandra Starr. Aside from knowing her way around a king pigeon pose, she was an amazingly charismatic person. While I don't normally go for the spiritual enlightenment side of things, she could sell it like no other. I'm pretty sure if you shut her in a room with a zombie, she'd convince the thing to give up its addiction to brains and contemplate its place in the universe before you had a chance to go for coffee. Jacob can get a new perk. What should it be? Happiness bonus when fortifying buildings. May automatically convert useless buildings. Sure, why not? Rubble wall is gonna hold. We have to do something. Distract the food. They devoured the food within minutes and came for us. We lost the rubble. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no.
Every puddle reflects what you can't erase. Quiet embrace. No questions asked, no answers spoken. Only the rhythm of something broken. He hides in the rain to cover his pain. No one can see.
We're desperate for building materials and we can't reclaim any buildings until we get more, so I wonder if it's just a coincidence that someone pulled up with a pickup truck full of lumber. His name's Bill and he's got a family waiting for him out in the hills somewhere. He's not interested in joining, but maybe he can help. Bill sat down and relished the simple meal we prepared. He said he gets materials from demolishing buildings, cutting them out of the woods, and sometimes he finds good stuff while scavenging for supplies. Before he left, he told us about a nearby cache of materials we could have. Sweet. How nice of him.
It's the only thing he feels, the only thing he'll let in. He hides in the rain to cover his pain. No one can see the tears that remain. The sky cries for him, so he won't explain. He hides in the rain to cover his pain. He hides in the rain to cover his pain. He lets the thunder scream while he won't shout. Lightning flashes truths he can't live without. The world turns away, but the rain stays close. His only companion, the thing he needs most. He feels the cold against his skin. It's the only thing he feels, the only thing he'll let in.
Nice.
The sky can fall, let it crash.
Take up to 3 survivors with you to the next city. I want to take Diane, Dr. McGregor, and probably Lee.
Even shadows have to go. Don't let the dark, don't let it win. There's a spark, it's deep within. You can cry, you can break, you can feel your heart ache, but don't stay all night.
Lee Pliskin, Dr. Colin McGregor, and I packed our weapons, equipment, and as much food as we could carry. We said our farewells at the gate. The new leader, Jacob, promised to take good care of Kirksmansburg. He said we'd always be welcome back, but I knew I'd never return. We made our way to the edge of town. Took one last look at the shining city Kirksmansburg had become, with high walls to keep the chaos outside, hard-working citizens to keep its spirit alive, and an organized government to run it. The city will continue to thrive and be a beacon of civilization to a lost and broken world. And now onward. There are more survivors out there in other cities that need our help. Diane and I hiked up a hill to scout our route east. We looked down over Kirksmansburg, admiring the strong walls we built. Diane said we'd done well, but she could feel other towns out there that need our help. That was when she noticed the scar from my bite. It's been years since the first night of the outbreak, but I still carry this constant reminder. I finally told her the story, all of it. How I shot Sergeant Hester, how I waited for the fever that never came.
The bed feels warm, like a gentle embrace. The room feels cool.
Diane was horrified. She pushed me away and accused me of having put the whole fort in danger by not telling her sooner. You could still be infected, she yelled. You could have spread it to others, to me. We were too busy arguing to hear the zombies coming. Let your guard down for 1 second. Diane could have killed them all by herself. She was in such a mad fury, but I was distracted. I let one get too close to me. Diane saved my life, but she... Seen a lot of people die, but this, Diane bled out in my arms. She talked deliriously, mostly about her teenage son Mason. She was so sure he's still alive out there, so I promised to look for him as I move east. We didn't talk about my bite. My plans to move on hadn't changed, but I guess I'm leading things now. I just hope I can live up to Diane's memory. Let's see here. Not a bad score, though. Wenatchee, a town of rivers and orchards, no doubt named after some Native Americans who were kicked out of here long ago. Well, in their name, we're going to take it back. Except, it looks like we're not the only ones with that idea. 2 other factions are building their own forts here, too. I hope we can work together. Definitely changing that name, because I can't remember it. Let's see here. What's a good name?
His curtain, his perfect machine. He hides in the rain to cover his pain. No one can see the tears that remain. The sky cries for him, so he won't
Taylorville.
explain. He hides in the rain to cover his pain.
Gooch? Why the hell is his name Gooch?
Streetlights flicker like ghosts in the
Might
mist.
as well name him Splooge.
He's chasing a shadow, a life he once kissed. Every puddle reflects what he can't erase. The storm's a shelter.
And the drugs, he's a pawn.
No questions asked, no answers spoken. Only the rhythm of something broken. He hides in the rain to cover his pain. No one can see the tears that remain. The sky cries for
Reclaim.
him, so he won't explain. He hides in the rain to cover his pain. Monsters asked, no answers spoken. Only the rhythm of something broken. He lets the thunder scream what he won't shout. Lightning flashes truths he can't live without. The world
Ah,
turns
no, no,
away,
no, stop, halt, cease, desist.
his only companion, the thing he needs most.
Okay, demolish the graveyard, because obviously we don't freaking use it anymore.
It's the only thing he feels, the only thing he'll let in.
The sky can fall, let it crash on your head. The weight is heavy, feels like lead. Shadows creep, they pull you below.
How do we not know?
But even shadows have to go. Don't let the dark, don't let it win. There's a spark, it's deep within. You can cry, you can break, you can feel your heartache, but
Don't stay all night. Don't stay all night. Little hobo. I met a strange dog digging outside the walls, a handsome German shepherd with a blue bandana. When I approached him, he gave me a friendly bark, wagged his tail, then barked again like he wanted me to come over. Took a look at the hole he was digging. Turned out it was a bunch of old turnip plants we'd never noticed. After he showed me this find, the fellow wandered off. Think I'll call him London if I ever see him again. London, huh?
but clocks don't stop, and neither do you. Every tick is a step to something new. The stars will fade, the dawn will rise. You got fire behind those eyes. You can cry, you can break, you can feel your heartache, but
Don't stay all night. Do, 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 don't stay all night. Do, do, do.
let it hurt.
Let it burn.
The
Let
sun's gotta
it
turn.
burn. Stay all night. Do, 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 don't stay all night.
The bed feels warm, like a gentle embrace. The room feels quiet, a nice safe space. But you need to get up.
Oh,
you
crap.
Keep the day in its ass, trust me, it's worth it. Cry it out, break out, search your muscles, scream and shout. Stay if you need to. Let it hurt, let it burn.
Just me cleaning everything up. Do, 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 do.
Don't stay all night, because eventually you're gonna be alright.
Ah, this brings back memories.
3, 7, 8,
In lieu of getting exotic animals or talented acrobats, Gustav is putting together a circus of zombies. He pulled them off the street and trained to do tricks. He invited us to the show's opening night. No. Night. Escape tonight. Get any survivor to defense level something includes equipment. Oh, that reminds me. Oh. Oh, we don't have shit. That's wonderful. And with spectral upload, countdown to midnight. Midnight.
On the house in a 24-hour flight. Ghosts in the chat looking in the night. Spine chilling vibes, try to fake flight. Halloween life, ain't no escape tonight. Come join the house stream. 24 going tight. Ghosts in the chat looking in the night. Spine chilling vibes, shadows take flight. Halloween live, ain't no escape tonight. Come trips like venom, algorithms crawl. Shadow glare, cleanse, echo through the hall. Virtual wounds, howl, specters at the wall. Star, scissor, pixels, dance at the call.
Our permanently posted guards can't stay awake 24/7, so some of us have been taking turns watching the walls after dark while they rest. Not everybody, others sleep peacefully through the night, snug in their beds, like the world isn't ending out there. Sure, not everyone's handy with a 12 gauge, but that's no reason to shirk duty. Should nighttime guard duty be mandatory? Spent the afternoon organizing a timetable for guard duty that gives everyone 3 shifts a week with a maximum of 4 hours per watch, based on traditional 2-section dog watch of the British Royal Navy, adjusted to account for conflicting daytime duties. I think everyone will agree my schedule is fair and balanced, and quite the thing of beauty. People are going to complain, especially those with no real skill at defense, but will be sure with their eyes on watch. We can change this policy later.
Darkfire, here's the haunted dream.
Sorry, I had to relax because my guy has been working to the point where I am like running on like fumes.
A lion's roar, it shook the ground. Its golden mane, a cursed crown. Hercules took the beast to task with hands of steel. No blade or mask. 12 labors, 12 weights to bear, 12 trials caused some gods despair.
Okay, so yeah, that was exactly what I needed, was to relax. There are 3 men at the gates asking for help. One of them is limping and holding a bloody rag to his neck, but he won't let us look at the wound. They want to patch him up with some of our medicine and stay the night. In exchange, they'll teach us a few things about construction. They are quiet, honest-looking men, but I suspect the one with the wound has been bitten. Should we help them? They nodded somberly and left. You could see in their eyes that they knew their friend was doomed. Medicine could have made him more comfortable, but it couldn't have saved him. Oh shit, like... Okay, so my guy is better. A pair of guys showed up at our gate today, and one hefty with a shotgun on his back, the other a wiry, balding guy with a cricket bat. They said they were a couple of former cops who'd taken to traveling the world after it ended, killing Zed and meeting interesting folks along the way. They cracked jokes like there was nothing wrong with out there, no apocalypse, no end of the world. It was refreshing. They said they'd kill for one of those prepackaged ice cream cones if we had any. Is that a joke too? I mean, all we have is water. Got the feeling they had been looking for something stronger, but they still chugged down what we handed out. They said it was better than the stagnant puddles they drank for the past while. After they finished up their drinks, they thanked us and headed out. Well, alright then. Just keep sending my guy in there. Just going fucking nuts. Okay, now that I got a lab again. Signpost, improved teaching, zombie avoidance and basic traps, generator power, and watchtowers. Attract survivors, 50 more skill with training. Apparently I gotta relearn shit. That's annoying. You'd figure we know everything about survivors, blah 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 blah. Yeah. Splooge. I'm getting closer to Splooge. Today he told me, "Greetings, citizen. I am just a nondescript, mild-mannered individual who happened to work in a newspaper prior to the societal collapse. Nowadays, I'm just doing my best to get by and help out where I can."
I'm not shy. I just hate when noobs steal my supply. Solo warrior, I find my
Don't understand why Sword did not cleave that last creature in twain. It may look like just a pipe wrapped in duct tape and foam, but it must be a magic sword. It served me so well in conflicts before. If the dead can walk, then magic must exist. It must, mustn't it? Lee's ready for a new perk.
spawn timers drive me insane. Friendly fire's not
-1 all skills, but learns skills faster with missions. Oh, I should have fucking hit. Damn it.
no kill drive, no loot disputes. Just me and my sword and epic pursuits. Solo warrior, I find my way. No lagging squads to ruin my day.
Dr. Colin McGregor pulled me aside and said, "Back before all this, by day I was just your average working stiff, but by night I would dazzle audiences with my performance in the Scarlet Pimpernel on the local stage. The reviewer in our town paper said my performance would make the author turn in his grave. That's a good thing, right?"
Solo warrior, I find my way. No lagging squads to ruin my day. It's not about being alone. You see, I just want the story to belong to me. Gang company.
Found a little girl picking through garbage outside our wall. Her hair was black with grime, and I'm not sure when she last ate. She told me her name was Lily. I asked her how she had survived this long, and she told me her dad had been keeping her safe, but now he's come down with a fever. Lily's out searching for a way to make him feel better. It looks like she might have been on her own for a while. We could give her some medicine, but is her father even still alive out there? Lily's eyes widened when I handed her the package of antibiotics before I could offer to go with her. She turned and disappeared into Taylorville's ruined streets.
Swinging axes and singing songs, shooting bad guys and toppling thrones. No matter what, you can't change my mind. I'm a solo warrior and that suits me just fine. Ready, player one.
Okay. Build a hospital, because we're gonna need one. Sake. Hospitals, prisons, government buildings, fancy condos, and rural homes often have gas or diesel-powered generators for backup power. We don't have enough to provide electricity to every home, but we've set up a system to power our workshops and other essential buildings during the hours we need them.
I'm not shy, I just hate when noobs steal my supply.
Research, school, hospital, church, Joe's,
I fight my way. No
workshop.
lagging spots will ruin my day. It's not about being alone, you see. I just want the story to belong to me. Respawn timers drive me insane. Friendly fire's not my kind of pain. I don't need a team yelling, go, go, go. Just the world to explore, we're on the show. No guilt,
scavenger.
no loot disputes.
Oh, that's engineer.
An epic pursuit, solo
Builder, leader, soldier. Gotcha.
ruin my day.
I mean, I'm a freaking soldier, I'll admit that. My character is nuts with this soldier mess. I'm not sure how that Zed set itself on fire or how it managed to slip past our defenses.
Just me and my sword.
Managed to evacuate everyone safely and contain the damage, but the building's now smoldering ruin.
Lagging spots will ruin my day.
What ended up burning up? I don't even remember what that was. It was just a random building we weren't using.
Game companies just don't get it. Single players like me are happy with it. Stories untold to play
Something moving out there in the city, something big.
multiplayer lobbies.
Ah, I got injured. I'm not sure how Phoenix managed to drag himself back to the fort after that botched mission, but we're happy he's alive. Still don't know what happened because he's been unconscious since he got back, but we're pretty sure he'll come around soon. Good thing I got a hospital now.
Call of Duty, because I'm happy just being with me. Solo warrior, I fight my way. No lagging spots will ruin my day. It's not about being alone, you see.
I better recover fast.
Want the story to
Some people used to think they were visual learners, audio learners, but I'm pretty sure that was just a bunch of BS made by psychologists to justify their paychecks. There are a lot of different ways to learn, but the most effective way is to learn by doing. So we're doing with hands-on approach to teaching from now on, which is easy because there's a hell of a lot of stuff that needs to be done. Why shoot at targets when there are real zombies that need killing? And of course I can't do anything. Wow, this is gonna end badly. We're gonna have to hire mercenaries. It's a little suspicious that they happen to be there at just the right time, but let's just be thankful we're alive and safe. Lily and her guardian came by the fort today to thank us for the medicine we gave her. They're doing a lot better and have asked to join us. It means another couple of mouths to feed, but who could say no to that phase? Oh my god. Boulanger Badejo? Is that how you pronounce it? Let's call you T'Chaka.
Drive me insane. Friendly fire's not my kind of pain. I don't need a team yelling go, go, go. The world to explore where I'm the show. No guild drama, no loot disputes. Just me and my sword and epic pursuits. Solo warrior, I fight my way. No lagging squads to ruin my day. It's not about being alone, you see.
Ammunition or explosives? What the hell would we need explosives for? Craft single-use items with better engineers. Again, what the hell would we need that for?
Game companies just don't get it. Single players like me are happy with it. Stories untold to play through, not having to hear multiplayer lobbies screaming, hey, fuck you! I can hold the buster's sword, a leviathan axe and a dragon.
Lily is now 14. In the old days, she still couldn't drive, drink, or vote. But life's different. It goes faster. In her 14 years, Lily has probably learned more life lessons than your average middle-aged woman would have. So we're proud today to call her a woman. Lily now has full independence, her own home, and the same responsibility as everyone else. Good job, kid.
I just you can't change my mind. I'm a solo warrior,
Excuse me.
that suits me just fine. Ready, player one.
I had a chance to talk with Lily the Chukka. I used to have a pet rabbit when I was younger. I named her Rabbit. One day, some men from our fort tried to take Rabbit because they were hungry. My mom showed them her gun. After that, they left us alone. So you're a builder. I'm sure I'll find something for you. Splooge is green. Lily is green. Lee is green. I will. I don't know why I put Colin on a rest, because he doesn't really need it.
Unseen, unheard.
Oops.
Every laugh feels like a dagger, every smile a word. Thrown at me like stones, they don't even sting. But I still bruise, oh, I still cling to the hope that fades like mist at
Rain.
dawn. To the
Well.
dreams I had, now almost gone.
We got to practice our art skills making big graffiti murals around the city that point the way to our fort. On some of the text is so stylized you can't really read it, but what's important is it looks awesome. Great thing about using signs is to attract survivors that zombies can't read, so we don't have to worry about attracting them too. Let's just hope that the living who see these signs all have good intentions. Words are hard, guys. At my last performance, there was a commotion in the back of the audience, and before I knew what was happening, the crowd began to feed on itself. I'm lucky we had such a lousy seamstress on wardrobe, or they might have gotten me and not the 4 feet of crinoline I left behind. I always wanted to inspire an audience to tear up my clothes, but not like this.
Chasing the sky, but tied by pain. Tired of feeling like a joke, tired of feeling like a joke. Like my heart's a punchline always broke. What do I have to do? What must I say to prove I'm worth something? To make them stay? I'm afraid of unraveling, a kite in the rain. Chasing the sky, but tied by
We can now upgrade our buildings with basic watchtowers. These simple structures will give our guards a better view of the surrounding blocks, and our snipers a good place to shoot from.
What do I have to do? What must I say to prove I'm worth something? To make them stay?
Took Rabbit everywhere with me in my backpack. One time me and her snuck out of the fort to go scavenging. While I was playing in the toy department, Rabbit got loose and ran away. I searched for hours, and I was so desperate and scared, and I felt like everything was my fault. Later my mom told me that's how she felt whenever she couldn't find me.
Stop running through me. I'm not a fucking joke. I'm tired of feeling like a joke. Like my heart's a punchline always broke. What do I have to do? What must I say to prove I'm worth something? To make them stay?
Chaka collapsed on the job and is going to take a few days off for some bed rest. I'm worried. How is he ever going to get the strength back if we can't feed him?
Phoenix.
Oh, Lord. I didn't even realize we were out of food. Can't stand these cramped quarters. I just want to be left alone, but I wouldn't survive out there. My old studio was above an old folks' home. They kept to themselves, and that was the way I liked it.
I'm a shadow in a crowd, unseen, unheard. Every laugh feels like a dagger. Every smile thrown me like stones. They don't even sting, but I still bruise. Oh, I still cling to the hope that fades.
Drew the short straw and had to be the guinea pig for this one. Research involved everything from sneaking barefoot while holding my breath to covering myself in revolting zombie guts and lurching around like I was one of them. That actually worked pretty well until I started puking from the smell. I marked that approach as emergencies only.
I wanna run, but I crave a hand. Pull me closer, but don't make demands. Caught in a war between silence and screams. Is this life real? Or just cruel dreams? I'm a thread unraveling, a kite in the vein, chasing the sky but dragged by pain.
Spotted a transport helicopter flying above Taylorville's skyline like some sort of camo-colored angel coming to lift us out of this nightmare. Then it sputtered, spiraled, came crashing down to Earth just like all of our dreams. It demolished the school it landed on, but there might be something to salvage from the crash site. Maybe even survivors, and definitely zombies attracted by the noise. Not sure if we should send a scavenger, a leader, or a soldier, or all three. I mean, I would send all three.
I'm a thread unraveling, a kite in the vein, chasing the sky but dragged by pain. I'm tired of
Zed don't feel pain, so it takes them a while to realize they've been, say, skewered on a wooden pole like a shish kebab. Basis for new zombie practical zombie trap upgrade. Okay, that's not what I wanted.
that freak. I know I'm not attractive, but I'm not just part of your bullying streak. I don't wanna be a second choice or a last resort. I want someone to look at me and actually see my worth. Stop looking through me. I'm not a fucking joke.
We picked our way through the rubble to the side of the crash. There are a lot of dead here, 7 in all. Wait, one of them is moving and moaning. So 6 dead, 1 survivor. What should we do? Check if it's a zombie. Oh yes, 1 living human. He didn't really appreciate being poked at with a stick like that, though. The man seems to have something wrong with his legs. He's wiggling and making a lot of pain noises. It doesn't look good. Barely gripping to consciousness, the man said he'd come to look for his daughter who had lived here before the infection. Strangers had kindly given him a lift, but one of them was bitten and very sick. She turned during transit, caused the crash, told him to hold on, but at that moment he let go, he died. We searched the rest of the wreckage and found a med kit. Tragic, we could have used that an hour ago.
Crowd, unseen, unheard. Every laugh feels like a dagger. Every smile a word. Thrown at me like stones, they don't even sting, but I still bruise.
9.8 builder. I was like, okay.
To the hope that fades like mist at dawn.
Nope.
To the dreams I had now almost gone. I'm tired of feeling like a joke, like my heart's a punchline always broke.
When I found Rabbit, she was eating dried fruit in the candy section of the department store. I brought as much candy as I could carry back to the fort to share with everybody. I was like a hero. Couldn't tell them where I got it from because they'd be angry that I was scavenging alone. Instead, I said something like, "Oh, the candy fairy must have brought it." Grant 0.5 defense to all buildings. Plus 3 scavenger, which don't really need. Plus 1 defense, but may take the hit. No, no, no.
I'm a thread unraveling, a kite in the rain, chasing the sky.
Wait, why did why? Double skill bonus from tools. Gonna have a baby! Oh! Makes both friends and enemies easily. -1 to all skills, but learns faster in missions. Okay, who's the dad? I have questions! Who's getting down to business? I have questions! Damn it! Apparently we're having kids and I didn't know it! Who's the dad? I must know! Can't be me, I'm always gone on missions. The Luddies. Back when we had things like internet and reliable electricity, never understood people who insisted on living off the grid. But now that we have to survive without that stuff, those folks don't look so silly. After civilization started to fall apart, a bunch of these technophobe types got together and started to commune here in Taylorville. They call themselves the Luddies, and you won't find a better bunch of farmers here or in the afterlife. King Owen Ludd runs this group of vegan farmers who think we're better off without TV, cell phones, or GM produce. Raid? Meet with. I was treated to that guy Ludd's rambling theories when I met with the Luddies today. He thinks the Center for Disease Control created zombieism or some kind of weapon in the U.S.'s secret Cold War against China. He also says a CDC scientist named Agbayani used to live right here in Taylorville. I remember hearing about that guy on the news a few weeks before the disease got here. He was wanted by the federal police and they offered a reward for his location. It's too late for that reward, but the scientist might know about a cure or at least have some answers.
He was born in this
Ludd leaned in close, his eyes bulging. Zombieism was an inside job, man. You know how I know they created it? Because Atlanta was hit first. That's the CDC headquarters. Figures they created the disease to launch against China. We all know it was breeding smallpox. Dr. Agbayani's team was adapting it into mind control virus that would make people docile and complacent. Set it loose, that's why the feds were after him. They were going to put it in the water, man. Turn us all into zombies. Ask that kid Rufus over at St. Michael's. Agbayani was his dad. We need a proper city hall and a government before we can have any real diplomatic relationship with the Luddies. For now, we chatted with Ludd a little and let him poke fun at our fork. Port. I'd poke fun at our fork too, especially if I can't frickin' say it.
traded dreams for a day's cheap pay. His hands told
I want to know who knocked up frickin' Lee, okay?
Kept the dark at bay. Dusty sky, endless road. Every burden, every load through his eyes.
Lily Tataka is very, very sick. We think it's some kind of food poisoning from eating wild plants, but we can't narrow it down. Jesus flippin' Christ.
Through his eyes, the storm and shine. Every step carved a crooked line. Every heartbreak would stretch the road. It felt like something he couldn't hold. He'd cry at night where none could see. Yes, that person would be me. The city lights call, but never.
While the rapier I snagged as I fled wasn't all that sharp, it could stop one of those things cold when you put it through the eye socket and into the brain. I managed to fight my way to my car and just floored it until the thing ran out of gas. Lucky you found me when you did. I don't know if I could have survived out there much longer.
Wouldn't last all along. But he fights every day to fight back the sad. It's harder now, all he can hear is the voice of his dad. You're not enough, that's wrong, I won't. So much that he tells himself, don't. He sits in his recliner now. His wife is in the kitchen. He goes to her and holds her tight. The kids run in the room to find them kissing. Mom, Dad, that's gross. He smiles at them and says, I love you all the most. He chases them with growls and laughter.
Yeah, I eat it.
I hope someday that's me, because that's the life I'm after.
Fine. Sometimes you gotta take one for the team, and this is one of those times. I know we could have gotten a better deal from the Luddles, but them liking us is more important right now. Last thing we need is them fighting both them and the Zed. Especially since we don't have any food.
I walk through shadows thick as tar. Every step fell way too far. The silent scream, the nights were claw, but I kept breathing. That's my alarm.
Not sure what's wrong with this guy, but I got stuck him with everything I could from one of our med kits, real scientific-like. Looks like something in that concoction did the trick and his fever's starting to go down. I invited them both to join us and they accepted. Yay! Now I have a soldier and a scavenger. Oh my lord. I'm not even going to pretend to know what your name was. So, Tio Bruno. Joshua Walton. At least I know how to pronounce that. I'm sorry. I am not going to sit here and try to pronounce names I can't figure out, okay?
Mirror showed a stranger's face, a puzzle lost in outer space. Piece by piece, I found the spark, a lighthouse glowing in the dark.
Well, I thought I was going to do, I thought I was going to make a whatchamacallit, but I guess not. Oh, let's see here. Problem was, I didn't keep up with the news, spent all day working on my sculptures, didn't realize the Zed existed until they were bashing down my door. Turns out the old people who don't run so fast, and most of them were turned in a matter of hours. T'Chaka can get a new perk, what should it be? Getting familiar with the feeling of real hunger, the cramping, the cold, and the listlessness. That feeling that would kill, I mean kill for a ham sandwich. Every death is a tragedy, and not just because a friend is gone, but because by burying them that we rest a precious source of food. I know some people don't want to hear this, but should we consider eating our dead? Hell no! Of course, what was I thinking? I never even dream of eating our comrades. No sir, last night I was dreaming of eating roast pork. That was definitely pork in my dream, not my friend Joshua. We can change this policy later. Jesus! It's like, no, I wasn't thinking about eating somebody. No. Get out of here. Get out of here. Crazy.
I rise again. The shadows remain thick as tar. Every step a higher
Tio Bruno.
bar.
Oh hi, you know, it kinda sucks that we don't have any horses. Unlike cars, they don't need gas or flat roads. They don't like the undead any more than we do. I was visiting some stables when I saw my first Zed. Just visiting, I mean, I've always wanted to own a pony. But those things were expensive. What perks should Tio get?
And I'll rise again.
Good cook, I guess. Bonus food per... Yes! Yes! Produce more food. What is it, Josh? Have you seen the state some of these storm drains are in? If we aren't careful, the whole city's gonna flood next time there's heavy rain. Yeah, I used to work the pipes under the city. Never made any friends, but that's what you get when you spend your days up to knees in raw sewage. Stinky. Plus 1 defense, but more likely to make enemies. Oh god, no. Conserve ammo. Conserve. Yes, T'Chaka.
drips like venom.
After I barricaded the entrance to my studio, I had to use my hammer and chisel to make a new exit. Surprised none of them caught me, given the racket I was making. I think most of the Zed trying to get in were seniors who were already half deaf. Probably wouldn't have heard a car alarm if they were standing right next to it. +3 building skill. No, that won't help us any. Artist. Happiness bonus when fortifying buildings. No, that's builder. Bookworm. Research burst +2 engineering from birth. Books! Books! Words are hard. Still wish I knew who locked up Lee. Wanna have a baby. Joshua's been nervous about going back to the Luddles farms ever since he was attacked by their geese. Those birds are vicious, but they're worth it. They don't eat them, all the Luddles are vegan, but they use the goose poop to fertilize their fields. Apparently it makes for some mighty healthy veggies. Trade us some in exchange for some of our medicine. It's a good deal, but we should send someone other than Joshua. The welts on his ankles still haven't healed. Alright. Now healthier for the next week or so. Our farms will be too, it just wouldn't go down wind of them for a while. Yeah, you shit stinks. What is it, Splooge? Good day to you again, citizen. What's that? No, I don't know anything about the spandex-clad individual that rescued that caravan last week while I was out on patrol. Must have just missed him. More's the pity. What perk should Splooge get? Extra building materials while scavenging. Sure. Just finished up bundling Phoenix in bed. It seems he was out killing zombies. Tried to slip through one of the old parks.
Phoenix Darkfire burns, werewolf claws gleam. Coral Papa's got the graphics. Nightmares in the street.
Got careless, forgot the knock test. Always knock on a door first and listen for movement on the other side before turning the knob. Zed poured out when he opened it. Panic chase, a wrong turn down a hallway, locked door in the stairwell. Something breaks his hole or fight the zombies barehanded. Yep, that hurt a lot. He'll be out of commission for a while until his legs heal. But he's been obnoxiously happy since it happened. I guess he was so sure he was going to die. Just getting to see the sunrise one more time is a gift. Damn it. Damn it. Definitely doesn't help that I had literally no one helping. Bundle of Joy or mouth the feed, it all depends on perspective. Personally, I'm not sure why we'd be doing this if it weren't for the next generation. May their lives be better than ours, at least in the long run. And with that sentimental note, congratulations to Lee on the birth of her baby, Jamal. plus 10 happiness from taking care of a child.
Coral Papa scheme. Phoenix Darkfire fuels the haunted dream. Werewolf
I guess she got pregnant before we left, which means there's only like it's been a minute since we've been in the other place, so now I'm over here like, who the hell could have been the dad? I'm like, wait a minute. Wait. No, wait. Small earthquake gave Taylorville a shake. We're all okay, but suburb over in the Lottles fort was badly damaged. They're asking for help with putting the thing back together. Seems most of their people are too busy fending off Zed. Guess their walls didn't fare that well either. Structure was rebuilt so quickly that it was like one of those Amish barn raisings, assuming they use power tools. Building may even be in better shape than it was before. Needless to say, Lud is very grateful for our help. Okay, Leah's green. Oh! Yikes. I hate mandatory guard duty. Sorry. Father acquaintance.
I'm not a book, but they skim my page. Toss me aside like I'm out of my age. Every glare
Mandatory guard duty.
quiet crime. No one sticks around to read my spine. I've got stories that'll blow your mind.
Yeah, I feel like that's going to be like the biggest bitch sesh is going to be mandatory guard duty. But it's the only way we can get shit done. Doesn't look good on me. Oh, this silent symphony. Sounds you barely see. Lonely doesn't look good. What's that poking out of my lapel, you ask? It's a handkerchief. Yes, that's it. Let me just shove it back in there. Matches the color of the cape of the person who has been seen helping survivors and battling the horde single-handedly. I wouldn't know anything about that, citizen. I am just meek and mild-mannered, as I previously said.
Silence sinking in. Every smile feels like
Had a good talk with our leader. Hate mandatory guard duty. It's a shame we lost that park. Yeah.
second best. They judge my cover and skip the rest. But my heart's a treasure, not a quest.
Me doesn't look good on me. This silent symphony. The shadow you barely see. Lonely doesn't look good. I'm taking time off. Kind of like the old office. We had one just like it back when I was a kid, but even I've got to admit we're getting a lot of use out of that thing. It seems Lily felt that way too. She's been working on cleaning the place up in her spare time and has managed to turn it into a fully functional apartment. Yay! Look good on me. You're silent symphony. In the shadow you barely see. I was watching a Frisian horse canter around the yard when I heard a commotion coming from the farmhouse. I poked my head in and was shocked to see the lady of the house devouring one of the stable hands. Got to admit, I screamed and ran. I mean, the workers had always been nice to me, but what was I supposed to do to something that could rip your head off and use it as a punch bowl? Okay, we're doing good on food. Perfect, perfect. Okay. Send soldiers to kill this unit before it attacks the fort. Ah, trade with it. What are you doing? Ludd led the trade caravan, actually a convoy of pickup trucks, to a big parking lot and opened up shop. I don't think there's anything we really need. We were finishing up reclaiming the suburb when Ludd from the Luddles came by, banging at our gate and asking us what the hell we were playing at. He seems to think the suburb is part of their territory and we're trespassing. Apparently, if we don't clear out of there, toot sweet, as he put it, we're going to be in a heck of a lot of trouble. I'm not happy about giving up the suburb, but I suppose it doesn't hurt to keep the Luddles happy, especially when they're going to be our new neighbors. Danger of the fort, literally 0%. Okay, so we can't do a diplomatic relationship until we get a city hall. I need 17 buildings to do that. Shit, I didn't realize that was over there. Ludd stopped by to request some antibiotics. He claims he stepped on a rusty nail and the wound has gotten infected. Ludd didn't become the leader of the Luddles by being that careless. Of course, if he really does need it, the gratitude will be worth it. We need all the friends we can get out there. Ludd got really defensive when I suggested our people might be able to help. He seems to think we don't believe him, says the doctors are perfectly capable of treating patients without our help. Guess we either don't give him the medicine or we don't. Told him we didn't have any to spare. Ludd's just gonna have to find someone else to mooch off of. Sorry! I would've... Like, seriously, I would've done it if I could. Okay, Lily, thank God. Okay, T'Chaka, what are we doing? What are we doing, buddy? What are we doing? 8 mandatory guard duty, okay. Why are you not on time off? I thought you were on time off, too. Okay, so he's on time off. You're on time off, which means you're good. How about you? Lee? Okay, Lee's good. How about Splooge? Oh, Splooge man. Splooge is mad. 8 mandatory guard duty.
You left the light on again. Heard your boots hit the floor when you came in. Ran into the wall. Drunk as hell. I shut my eyes. Wished you well. My heart's in pieces, no chance to heal it, shattered to dust. You sealed the deal, left the light on, but you're never home. A ghost in the dark, I'm left alone. Every crack in my chest, it echoes you.
Let Joshua loose on them.
But you're shining through.
Joshua went completely nuts and single-handedly won us the fight. Then he collapsed. I didn't realize you could put out your back by screaming too loud, but I guess the human body has its limits.
Your laugh still lingers, sharp as glass. I see you in the mirror as I pass.
Realizing the Frisian would be trapped with that horrible creature if I didn't get it out of there, I swung open the gate to its pin,
Your chair's still
left on its back so we could both ride to safety. It might have helped if I had actually ridden a horse. The Frisian reared and sent me flying. I woke up in a bush only to find it had run off. It's all I could do to limp away before the Zed came after me.
aching. Can't find the glue, it's broken, it's bent, and it's all from you.
Left the light on, but you're never
home. A ghost in the dark, I'm left alone. Every crack in my chest, it echoes you. Left the light on, but you're shining through.
Still haven't been able to work out what happened to Phoenix. He walked back through the front gate with a glazed look in his eye and nothing to show for his killing zombies mission. All I've been able to get out of him is chickens shouldn't swarm like that. Not sure, but he may need a few days.
How you looked at me
Come on.
with daggers in your eyes. I always loved you, even if you weren't my knight in disguise. Left the light on, but you're never home. A ghost in the dark, I'm left alone. Every crack in my chest, it echoes you. Left the light on, but you're shining through.
Choco is injured.
The light sits off now that you're gone. No boots except mine. The house is silent. The walls
It sucks we only have 2 soldiers.
shine, and yet when I close my eyes, I still wish you well. Even if you
Come on, Splooge. You're killing me here.
when you
Double Gate security system came by to ask if we'd show their builders how we did it. They want to recreate the same thing at the Luddle Fort to help keep the zombies and anyone else out. Fort should be stronger than ever. Hopefully we'll never have to face off against them.
She lit a match, then walked away. Left the fire, let it play. Burning bridges, ash in my veins. Told me lies with a sugar grin. Pulled me under, pulled me in. Now I'm drowning where love has been. Your words, they cut like jagged glass. Every promise was built to crash. You broke
Me down, you showed me why.
played your game, left a black and white. Darkness falls where light used to be. You betrayed
Come on, Splooge. Kill me, man. Chaka, Yella. Okay.
You wore a seat like a velvet crown. Smiled so sweet.
Damn
while you let
it.
me drown.
I just keep getting injured.
See it now. You're a queen of pain.
Fuck!
I gave you all, you took it home. Left me empty, stole my soul.
Splooge just found something odd. He was taking some quiet time in our park, playing jacks with an old tennis ball and some rusty nails, when he stumbled on some hidden steps covered by debris. The steps led underground to a massive vault door. We're not sure what's down there, but Splooge thinks he heard scratching. Do we want to open it to see what's inside? Leave the door shut! Discretion is the better part of valor, as they say. I'm not actually sure how true that statement is, but the people who say it are generally the ones who survive, and that's what's important. We spent a couple hours piling rocks and concrete in front of it just in case. No one's going to be opening that door anytime soon. Darkness falls where light used to be.
You betrayed the best of me.
Well, we thought they were coming to attack us.
In a twisted frown, you play the victim in a bloodstained gown. The knife in my back, fresh and red hot. And all I could think to myself is I'm all I've got. You
Joshua that building didn't look structurally sound. Of course, as soon as he went to get a closer look at a busted old air conditioner, decided that was the moment to let go of the frickin' What that did mean was when the Zed showed up was I had plenty of bolt holes to get away from the beast. The Zed hunt mostly by smell, and there's way too many other smells in those tunnels to make out another human. Of course, most humans ain't too fond of those smells either, but my nose hasn't been working since the Great Backwash of '92. Someone named Paulina stopped by the fort. Until this morning, she was one of the Luddles, but she said they'd sent her one dangerous mission too many, and it was time she got out of there. I know Lud and the Luddles will be annoyed if we poach one of their people. Should we let this girl join us? Sure, why not? Won't be thrilled that we're stealing people, but screw those guys. They can think whatever they want. We're happy to have Paulina join us, and we could seriously use scavengers like her on our side. She did have some interesting things to say about the conditions in their fort. They've got secret escape tunnels under the base, and they're infested with zombified rats? Oh, that's just perfect. Okay, scavenger training. Splooge, please tell me you're not in the green yet. Why are you not in the green yet?
It's the stars for deceiving. Blame the moon, blame the rain, blame the night, blame the world for stealing my life. But not me, no, never me. I'm just a man drowning in
Yes, how can I help you, Master? My speech? I'm terribly sorry. I just happen to have a bit of a lisp. Nothing to worry yourself over. What did I do before any of the wolves? Spent a bit of time on the ground doing some surveillance work for a mining firm. Nothing special. What perks did Paulina get?
I'm still here screaming. She never did me wrong. It's my friend's fault for breaking my heart. It's the sky for faking it from the start. Blame the moon, blame the rain, blame the night, blame the world for stealing my life. But not me, no, never me. I'm just a man drowning in history.
It was creepy to repurpose the graveyard, but when the undead walk the earth, I tend to be less worried about offending the deceased and more interested in putting barriers between us and them. Unfortunately, Dr. Colin McGregor is more sensitive than the rest of us, and he now believes he's possessed by one of the spirits. He doesn't actually seem upset by this, but his behavior is creeping everyone else out. Last night, he ate 12 rations worth of pea soup and projectile vomited all over the place. He needs bed rest.
My friends try to tell me, but I won't listen. She still loves me. I see her eyes glisten, but the truth is she's moved on, and that was my fear.
Sorry, yes, I am sitting a little close to the fire. Just a little cold. Always hard to warm up the old bones. That cut from yesterday healed right up. Don't you worry about me. I've always been a fast healer. Paulina can get a new perk. What should it be? Covers from injuries faster. That'd be freaking useful at this point. Splooge, you're killing me, man. Fucking killing me.
No matter how many times they tell me I won't learn, I still think about her. She's all that I yearn.
Trapped between us and the Luddles, the zombies didn't stand a chance. They lost a little respect for us not being able to defend our own walls. And of course, the fucking idiot is injured again. Okay, we're gonna save. Save. Phoenix. Just gonna save it.
She steps from shadows dark and deep.
I think we are going to stop there for today.
Like velvet, soft,
So,
sweet.
first things first, if you guys want to go ahead and raid with me, use the exclamation raid1,
Don't be afraid.
and you can use this to raid into other chats with me. And if we can, we are actually going to raid
She hums a tune that
into somebody I met today.
her words like chains, her
Maybe.
lips ignite.
Ah, she turned off for the day. Let's see if we can't raid into...
Be mine, she purrs. Be my pet, your soul's a prize. I won't forget. I'll carve your name.
I like how I want to raid into people and they're not available. Okay, so I can't raid in either of those. Well, I guess we're not going to raid today. But, thank you all so much for watching. Regrettably, I must depart, for I must work in the evening, but don't let that stop you from following me on all my socials, such as Blue Sky, Twitter, and of course, catching me on Facebook, where I post most of my updates. Also, you guys can follow and subscribe here. Make sure you hit the little bell on Twitch, because right now they have set it to where any of my posts aren't getting to you guys unless you follow me drastically. So, if you could do that, I'd greatly appreciate it. And as always, I will see you in the next video. This is Phoenix Darkfire, signing off.